Greetings, J2b-L283 research enthusiasts. The purpose for today's video is to announce that a Serbo-Croatian dialect called Slavomolisano has for the first time been represented on the Y-full tree, and the man who has indicated that his male line ancestor spoke this language is J2b-L283. His most distant known male line ancestor was Costanzo di Santo, born around 1807 in Acquaviva Collecroce. This language or dialect called Slavomolisano is spoken actively by less than 1,000 people, according to the Wikipedia article. It's spoken in three towns that are very close to one another: Acquaviva Collecroce or Collecroce. I don't really speak Italian. San Felice del Molise and Montemitro. This is in Molise. More specifically, it's in the Campobasso province of the Molise region. So, how did the Serbo-Croatian speaking people end up in these three towns in Campobasso? And I only learned about this group a few days ago, and I'm not an expert in their history, but I just read the Wikipedia article on Slavo-Molisano dialect. It says that a group of Croats, this language has been preserved since a group of Croats emigrated from Dalmatia due to the advancing Ottoman Turks. There's more detail about which type of Serbo-Croatian dialect that they are believed to be speaking. It's a lot of words that probably don't mean anything to anybody that is not an expert in Serbo-Croatian language. So I leave that to you to read that part of the article. There's a quote referencing Shimonovitz and Perenchitz, they must be linguists, that mentions some place names. And they mention that these places, Brac, Hvar, Korčula, Makarska, and Western Herzegovina, they mention that these are the places that whose language is most similar to Slavo-Molisano. And the most closely related ancient sample to this man did a big Y test. His most closely related ancient sample is from south of Kotor, the Velika Grudna burial mound from 1000 or maybe it's 1100 BCE. And here you can see them on the Y full tree. This man's, the living man, isn't closely related to anyone who has done next generation tests so far. And this is the ancient sample that's also at the same position of the tree. Y21878 is the name of their branch of J2b-L283. I should mention that this sample from Gudnia Cave, dating to 1461 BCE, is next closest related ancient sample to our Slavo-Molisano speaker, or descendant of Slavo-Molisano speaker. This sample is positive for Z1297 branch and negative for all the known lineages below. So, yeah, it makes sense that this general area, you see, north of there haven't been any other samples found in Herzegovina, Western Herzegovina yet, or on any of these islands. The samples that have been found that are JL283 so far, these three around here and this one here, they're all in a different branch of J2b-L283 that's not so closely related to Z1297. Another thing that complicates things further is that branches of J2b-L283 have been found in Italy dating back to the Bronze Age and Iron Age. And so what that means is this man tracing descent uh, to town in Campobasso, it's not a guarantee that his male line is actually this more recent migration of Serbo-Croatians. Although I think that interpretation makes sense, it can't yet be ruled. It can't yet be ruled out that his line has just been in Italy since the Bronze Age, Iron Age, because looking here near the town of Monopoli, this exact same lineage, Y21878, has been found in late Italian Bronze Age context, 1063 BCE. It's not on the Weifel tree because it's not high enough resolution. So we know that this specific line of J2b-L283 that our Slavomolisano speaker is positive for has been found in Italy since 1063 BCE. So we don't know yet. We can't rule out that his line has also been there for that amount of time, or if he is a more recent migrant. Uh, I think that he's probably a more recent migrant because this specific town is just one of three very isolated towns where they speak Slavomolisano, and the more ancient samples are from this kind of general area of southern Dalmatian coast. So if I had to say, I think it's more likely than not that he descends from Serbo-Croatian speakers that migrated in the Middle Ages. But we will see. We would know for sure if that was the case if somebody that's still living in this area of southern Dalmatian coast, western Herzegovina, if we find someone there that is only like 500 or 1,000 or so years distantly related, then that would be a pretty strong indicator that that he did migrate from there relatively recently, and it was not an Iron Age or Bronze Age migration to Italy. Okay, so that's the interesting stuff that we have to look forward to. I want to say thank you to Flor Vesely, a researcher in J2b-L283, who has made this map of the ancient samples. I mean, he maintains this map. It's really useful for our research. And yeah, if you like this video, please click like. That helps more people will then be able to find it in searches, or they'll find my channel. And if you are J2b-L283 and you want the research to become more advanced, learn more about the origins of the different lineages of this Bronze Age in Europe since Bronze Age, J2b-L283, then you want as many people as possible who are in this lineage to become interested in it and advance the research into our common origins. Okay, thanks. Bye.